Saw something the other day. It was on Facebook, and I saw a guy asking, I'm guessing it looked like coworkers, what was the most boring Super Bowl you've ever watched? Me, my automatic thought was, oh, it was the Patriots Rams Super Bowl, where I think the score was 13-10. Very slow moving, nothing exciting happened. Uh, and there's a couple other people that that was their first thought. Had somebody said when the one time the Seahawks won, and then this one guy, uh, I don't think he heard the question right. He, because it was like the worst, most boring Super Bowl you watch. He says, "I think it's going to be this Super Bowl. It's neither of these teams are deserving of being in it," and that blew my mind. It really did, because both these teams are absolutely deserving of it. When you look at the Patriots, the year before they went 4-13, they went 14-3. Some people say, "Oh, they had an easy schedule." Okay, maybe they had an easy schedule, but most of the time, teams are not going to go from 4-13 to 14-3. That's just not going to happen. It doesn't just happen. They fought their way. They beat 3 good defenses to make it to the Super Bowl. And then you got Seattle, whose defense has been absolutely top tier. The only one that's given them a run for their money is the Houston defense. And then you look at that offense. That offense has been stellar. Good passing attack. Good running attack. They may not have been the best, but that offense clearly did enough this season with their defense being elite. JSN popping off, getting like 44% of the passing yards, with them still throwing the ball the least in the NFL. JSN still led the league in receiving yards. So to think that neither of these teams are deserving of being in the Super Bowl, then you aren't actually watching. You're just going off of these narratives. You're just going off of, well, there's no exciting quarterback. No exciting quarterback. There's a QB in there that's on his second season and didn't even start his entire rookie season. And he is an MVP talks. And then the other one is a journeyman who, before last season, was considered a bust. Bouncing from team to team. Went to San Francisco, got to learn under Kyle Shanahan, then went to the Vikings, learned under Kevin O'Connell, leading the Vikings to a 14-3 record. Granted, they lost in the playoffs, but he was also being tortured and got hit so many times those last couple of games. And then he comes into Seattle and does it all over again, 14-3. Looking like an elite quarterback. Leading his team to the Super Bowl. These two quarterbacks are very exciting. Because it is least likely there were some of the least likely options you would have thought made the Super Bowl. To me, boring Super Bowls are the ones that you expect, the teams that you expect. Like last year, that wasn't exciting. You knew who was going to make it. You knew it was going to be the Chiefs. You knew it was going to be the Eagles. And a lot of people knew it was going to be the Eagles that won that game. I knew they were going to win. I didn't think they were going to absolutely blow the Chiefs out of the water like they did. But this year, I did not expect this to be the Super Bowl at all. Like at the beginning of the season. I think this is exciting because we did not see this coming. And that is exciting. That is deserving. Thank you for listening.